Show us your balls.
Show us your balls. Showeth thine balls. Even.
On today's ball show, about showing balls, I'm your host, Malachi. Use they, them pronouns.
And I am your better host, Grace, she, her.
That's just rude. It's just rude. I didn't even bring anything about the goodness of the hosts up. And
It's
just
the it's what we do.
It's just like you're putting me down, you know? There's no reason to. There's no reason to put me down like that. It's messed up. That's what it is.
You know what else is messed up?
Mm-hmm.
Your face. If you don't leave it the hell alone.
Well, today we're going to be talking about one of the games of all time.
This
The
game's about 2D balls. Or
So,
a circle, if you will.
if you haven't played The Witness before, you may be confused as to why we say it's about balls. Maybe you're not confused. The puzzles do have a balls, like, you connect in balls and lines. But if you haven't, like, played that much of The Witness, maybe you don't want to watch this episode. Because, unbeknownst to you, this is spoilers now.
Yeah,
There's
spoilers.
so many balls in the game.
So, that game is really, really accessible, isn't it? Huh? The most
I-
accessible game in the world. As
Is
long
it?
as you're well-sighted and have good hearing.
That game's not really the most accessible game in the world.
I'm doing
I
a
see.
bit.
You're doing a bit, because you need to have,
Good sight. You can't be colorblind.
yeah.
In fact, our colorblind friend had trouble helping me with some puzzles when I was playing.
And then you do need to be able to hear and hear over conflicting noises,
And also be able to distinguish pitches apart from each other.
right?
And then interpret them in a meaningful way.
It's an interesting game. But what's really interesting is all the secret balls, because you know, the best type of ball is a secret ball when you think about it.
The best part of finding balls is finding secret balls. This is brought to you by commercial jingles.
Ah. You know, my first playthrough, I didn't see any of the secret balls.
Meanwhile, I found one immediately and didn't know what
You
it
did not
was.
find one immediately.
I found one really quickly and then didn't know what it was.
You found about halfway. I'll admit that you found some balls pretty early on, where you pretty early on was like, "This looks weird. That's weird that I see this."
Yeah, and then then I didn't touch it until I was like, I'm gonna touch one of these.
Yeah,
And then I shat myself with excitement.
it really opens up the whole game. That game's messed up though. You didn't do all of the craziness in that
I didn't
game.
do enough craziness to unlock anything.
Enough? Oh well, that's good though because it's just
We should
fucked up.
we should revisit it sometime.
No,
you and me.
never. I'm done.
You're never
They
done.
put only shitty. They only put bad. It's just they put messed up stuff in that game.
Yeah.
Do you want to sit through like 3 hours of a documentary
You don't have
for
to.
one? Yeah, you do.
Do you?
Yes.
Maybe we'll learn something. It's from the BBC after all.
I'm good. I'm good.
Well, we don't have to do that one. I'll do that one alone.
I'm not doing anything. I'm done with The Witness. The only
You're never
funny
done
thing
with
to
The
come out of The
Witness.
Witness for me. Well, I do like the hidden balls. I love how it changes the entire way you see
You-
the world.
There was a
It's a
bonus
pretty
puzzle,
looking game.
a hidden bonus puzzle
There's more
in
than
the
one.
in the piss chamber that you loved that I don't understand. I thought
the
I was
piss
the one with
chamber?
masochistic tendencies. Yeah, the one that fills
Wait.
up with piss
I don't remember.
underneath of the pyramid.
Oh, the piss chamber. Oh, yes, yes, yes. In the pyramid. I hated that pyramid. Because I
But you love
was
the
very
piss
bad
chamber.
at the puzzles. Oh, gorgeous piss chamber.
And I'm the one with masochistic tendencies here.
It's one puzzle. It's a really easy one, too. You were like
No, it
90%
is
of the way there.
not. I never
I got it
got it
first
to
try.
work.
I got it first try.
Now that you've said that, it makes me hate you so much more.
Good. The piss chamber one is the best part of the game. If you're wondering, the piss chamber is under the pyramid in the room where you can raise and lower the water elevation. And spoiler alert, there's one of the secret hidden puzzles there.
And
That
it
follows
made me want
down.
to
You have to
hurt
do it
someone.
while the water's going up or down. I don't remember. Down, I think. It's awesome.
It's terrible.
You just kept getting your thing getting intercepted by the
I'd
water.
rather pour chili powder into a festering open wound.
Mm-hmm.
That would be fun compared to that puzzle.
That bad? You were like, let's go back to this game. You know you'd have to go back to that, right?
Yeah, but you'd tell me how to do it because I'd make you.
Well, I haven't done that part in like a year, so
There's
I
this
would not
thing
be able to
called
do
the
it.
Google.
I would not Google it. I'm not that much of a coward. And if you think that's bad, have you heard about the like boat puzzle?
Yeah, I tried it.
No, 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 no. You did not try the boat puzzle. I don't mean the one where you're riding past the
No,
boat.
the one on the big
on the
fucking
boat.
ship?
I mean where you go into the big ship.
Yeah.
You tried that? You didn't succeed it though.
No.
Yeah. That one's fucked up.
You know what
That
else
one
is
I would
fucked up?
Google.
The multiple
would Google.
paths on all of the fucking buildings that have like several different combinations you have to get to complete the obelisks, and I've never
I think
completed
those
an
are
obelisk.
mostly fun.
What happens when you complete an obelisk?
I have no idea. I didn't do it either. It's part of completion. I think there's 100% speedruns, but I'm not certain about that. Because it might suck balls. to
There's
do.
2 achievements in the game. One for finishing it, and then one for beating it.
I mean like 100% hidden puzzles.
What's that?
100% doesn't mean necessarily getting 100% of achievements. It could be a different 100%.
I spaced again.
I was saying that 100% doesn't necessarily mean 100% achievements. There's other things that you could get in a 100% run.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm just saying that there's only 2 achievements in the game. It's separate from the 100% run.
Hmm.
I'm just saying this for the viewers at home. The ones
the viewers
watching
at
this audio-only podcast.
Oh, there is a 100% run as well as a 99.8% run, so you don't have to do the sit for 3 hours. It's actually like 1 hour, I guess.
Well, that game. It was a fun
Yeah.
time. It
It's a
had some
pretty game.
weird puzzles, though. Like the ones where it's like, you can move this platform by completing it. And then I was like, what? Why? Why would you
I
give me
actually think
this
that's
choice?
the best part of the game.
No, that's not even the close to the best part of the game.
Easily the best part of the game.
The best part of
I
the
really
game,
like the... Yeah.
in my opinion,
Mhm.
is in the forest leading up to the quarry.
Oh, well, I'm not being anywhere near that general. I mean the fact that they have puzzles that are like doing something influences the world. I love that.
Yeah, well, that's like been in the game the whole time.
I'm just saying that that's my favorite type of like puzzle that they did. And like the forest ones are fine, I guess. I don't really like the forest ones. That's all the apple puzzles, or are you referring to other forest puzzles?
like that and stuff, yeah.
The shade ones? Not a huge
Yeah.
fan of those.
I like the shade puzzles.
They just aren't my
What was your
favorite.
favorite bonus balls?
My favorite bonus
Enviro
balls?
balls.
Well, it's piss.
Okay, that's an invalid opinion. What's your next favorite?
No, no, that is my opinion. I have another one.
Then you're wrong.
It's all. I'm not wrong. I'm right.
Hey, I have a weird, quick, completely separate question.
Yeah.
What happens if you light matches while the box is open?
Are you doing that?
No, I don't want to accidentally burn my house down. I'm just curious.
What do you mean
happens.
while the
'Cause,
thing
like,
is open?
you're always told that when you light a box of, like, when you light a match, you have to close the box first.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Probably because you could light the other matches, which would really suck.
I guess that's true.
How
I
much
got-
arson are you doing? Just like get a lighter and like turn it
I'm
on
not
and
doing
off
any
twice,
arson.
and then be
I'm-
done.
I was doing cool match tricks earlier. I was watching some scams cool videos earlier. And I got bored and I had
Mhm.
matches. So I learned to do a couple of cool match tricks.
Like what kind of match tricks? Like lighting a
Um,
match?
Like lighting a match and then suddenly exhaling smoke magically, as if by magic.
Hmm.
Yeah. I also know how to extinguish a match on my tongue. And I also know how to perform what is called a human jack-o'-lantern. where you place a
human
match
javelin.
in your mouth and then it makes your mouth glow.
Huh. Did you do those tricks?
Yeah, I've done them all today. It's pretty fun.
Extinguishing a match on your tongue isn't that bad, right?
No, I mean, like all you
Like, it's
do
just
is
not
just
enough
run
heat.
it down your tongue real fast.
Well, I just mean that it's not enough heat to really be dangerous.
Well, as long as you move it, if you just jab it in like a fucking, like you're trying to implant it in your tongue, it's gonna hurt. It's all about moving it, dragging it down. Like,
Is it different than doing it with your fingers then? Do you like? What are you
well,
supposed to do
I
with
just
your
tried
fingers?
extinguishing a match with my fingers, and it got caught.
You
On my
just did that like
fingers.
off rip.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a box of matches here.
I feel like that was a bad idea. I feel like I'm gonna stop suggesting things to you.
Well, when you put it out with your tongue, you wait for the sulfur to burn away, and then you drag
Okay.
it down your tongue. 'Cause you got a lot of surface area. It's wet. It puts it out, and you don't leave it setting in one place long enough.
Yeah, I understand.
It tastes bad. Tastes like
Tastes
ash and
bad.
sulfur. And I just did it just now because I wanted to prove a point to myself. But it doesn't hurt. Now, I did
Yeah.
burn myself very lightly just now
On the fingers or on the
on the
tongue?
fingers. I feel like when
Probably a
you're
bad
doing
idea.
it with your fingers, you wet them and then you pinch it real fast, right?
That's what I figured.
Yeah, let me try again.
No, don't try again. I suggest anything other than that.
Yeah, that works. It's all about not touching it for long enough to hurt yourself. I think I just dropped the match on the floor.
That's probably a bad idea.
It's burnt already. You can't strike it again. I'm having fun playing with matches.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why
It
they
just
tell
seems
you
you're
not
being
to.
unsafe when you do it.
I'm not being unsafe.
You're not being unsafe.
No, I know what I'm doing.
You understand how I would have a little bit trouble believing that when you've said you've already burned yourself.
Very lightly because I was trying to do something stupid.
My point is only the fact that that is true doesn't fill me with such confidence about your playing with matches.
Well, playing with matches is easy if you know what you're doing, though. Kids at home, play with matches if you know what you're doing.
I
Let's set a
suggest
bad
one thing,
example.
don't do that. Don't play with matches. Fire's cool, but like, go about it some safer way. Like, be outside if you're gonna do it. And like
I'm-
maybe,
I'm in my
Yeah.
bed, my fucking computer room.
do you have a carpet?
No, it's hardwood.
That's good at least.
I do have some paper on my desk though, but like it's in the book form,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not like striking it right next to it. Honestly,
a
I
little
think
bit of arson.
I've never done arson.
Well, I don't really mean arson. I mean lighting paper on fire
Oh yeah, well, that-
accidentally.
No, never accidentally. That's not arson. That's just imbecility.
Damn, that's fucked up. You can't say that about me. Imbecility.
imbecile
That's so
for lighting
fucked
paper
up.
on
That's
accident.
messed up.
It was an accident,
was an
right?
accident.
Then it's a
It
problem.
was an honest accident. It was an honest accident. You can't make fun of me for an
You were
honest
being
accident.
unsafe with matches.
It wasn't with matches.
Well, there's your problem. Lighters are much easier to control.
It wasn't a lighter.
What was it? A Molotov cocktail?
Yeah, I used a Molotov cocktail. Actually, fun trick for the kids at home. If you're gonna make a Molotov cocktail, I've heard that it's funny to put styrofoam and sand in it. The reason
does
for
that
this is that styrofoam melts.
Ah, and then it becomes like
Or
napalm.
maybe it's sand that melts and styrofoam just burns really hot.
Styrofoam does get melting.
One of them melts and one of them burns really hot. I think it's sand that melts, actually.
If
And
you
then
do
it
that,
melts,
though,
which means it sticks to stuff, which really, really sucks.
you may as well just put thermite in it.
Fun fact for all kids, just make thermite.
It's really easy to do. You can
No, actually don't just
buy
make
the
thermite.
shit freely.
A Molotov cocktail, you're gonna be way safer with than thermite.
Sure, but if you put thermite in the cocktail,
You're gonna be. I'm saying if someone's making thermite,
I'm
it's-
sure kerosene burns hot enough to ignite thermite.
I'm gonna say, out of safety, maybe avoid thermite.
Unless you're using it for an appropriate purpose and or you know what you're doing.
I'm gonna say I'm not suggesting thermite at all. Actually,
Don't tell people not to do things, Malachi. That's how bad things happen.
I'm gonna say I would advise against using thermite.
Advise Against is my favorite Moms Against Drunk Driving parody band of Rise Against.
You really looked for that one.
I mean, it works though.
I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna say all of the fire suggestions that have been given. I think that it's interesting to think about the Molotov cocktail one, but also probably a good idea to avoid those things. Just
I
a
mean,
thought.
It's so fun though.
It's so fun though, so true. You should just do things
One
that
thing
may
I
or may
want to
not
do
be
before I
dangerous out
die
of-
is light a bonfire with a flaming arrow.
I just don't think that'll work.
It'll totally work. You'd have to set it up so it can be lit by a flaming arrow, but it would totally work.
I think you're wrong. I feel like there's no way a flaming arrow would be able to deliver enough fire into like
Well,
an
you'd have
area.
fucking accelerants and tinder that would eventually light the bonfire.
You'd have to hit the bonfire first thing.
Well, yeah, I'd learn archery first.
You'd learn archery first.
Become a subpar archer so I can at least
Okay.
hit shit.
The more I hear the story, the less I'm concerned about it.
Well, of course I'm gonna learn how to do it proper.
No, because I don't think you're gonna do all of this.
I want to.
I appreciate that.
I
And
might.
You know what,
Hell, I
actually?
might do it just in spite of you.
I like it as a goal. But also, I don't think it's happening.
It's not that hard to achieve.
Sure.
All
I
you
guess
have
this
to
would be
do
pretty
is
easy to
learn
get a
like the
bow.
basics of archery. Bows are, yeah, they're not expensive. You can make one out of PVC and fucking paracord if you had to.
Go ahead and make your own bow for this bonfire experiment.
My dad has a bow. I could probably
Yeah.
use his. Of course, I'd have to buy my own arrows because, you know, I don't want to waste his.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to be
I've shot a
lighting it
bow
on fire.
before.
I have shot a children's bow before in my friend's backyard.
I've shot a full fucking size bow.
It had like
'cause I'm not
a
a coward.
20-pound draw weight. Well, that was all we had, and we were within city limits.
Well,
And by within
I'm
city
way-
limits,
was
I
way
mean like
outside
we were
city
in a
limits.
fucking suburban backyard.
I was not in a suburban backyard. I had tons of space.
Yeah, we did.
I could have taken someone's head off if I really wanted
You ever
to.
done that thing they did in Grown Ups where you fire an arrow in the air and then you don't move?
I've never seen Grown Ups.
It's a bad movie. Don't watch it.
I do understand what you mean about the arrow in the air and then don't move. Didn't they do that in Dumb and Dumber?
No, that was.
Or not the Dumb and Dumber, like Three Stooges.
Oh, I don't know. I've never watched any of the Three Stooges. Never watched it before. Never will watch it. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to watch Horrible Histories. So that means I'm going to have to find it legally on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
We do not condone piracy here.
I condone piracy. I'll
Not
say one thing,
here.
I don't contain arson, but I condone
Not.
piracy.
We don't condone it here.
No, you can say whatever you want. I condone piracy, no matter where I am. This show, 50% condones piracy.
I mean, I do, just not here.
Whoa. Secret comes out. Holy fuck. I got you.
I don't want to get. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in
Sting
trouble.
operation, get fucked.
I don't want to
Just
get in
admitted that you're pro
trouble.
art-
I
or
just
you're
don't want
pro
to.
piracy.
I just don't want to get in trouble.
Well, too late. You already said that you condone piracy. You're just hiding your true opinion so that you don't get got. That's rough, because I got you.
I can't believe you would do this to me.
Yeah.
Did you start this whole thing just to? Oh my god, I can't believe you.
I heard some arson-related things that might be related to you. But the piracy, well, we'll get you on that, and then we'll figure out about all the rest. You're finished.
I never arson. I've
Oh,
never
that's
arson.
what you. That's what you'll. You better think about that when your day in court comes. You know what I'm saying?
What court? You're not even a lawyer.
I don't. Yes, you can be arrested for something by someone who is not a lawyer. I don't understand what point you were trying to make there.
This was entrapment.
This was entrapment? No.
Yeah.
How was this entrapment? I didn't say anything.
Because you lured me in.
No, I don't know what
You
you're
were
talking
saying
about.
you can. Now you're blackmailing me and
How am I
gaslighting
blackmailing
me.
you?
You're
How am I
gaslighting me.
Wait, blackmailing you?
I said the wrong word. Okay. You're preying on my insecurities now. This is an improper use of force. You really are a cop, aren't you? Can't believe you. I
Can't
trusted
believe
you.
That trust was misplaced?
Dare I say, I even loved you.
Damn.
Nah, that's kind of cringe, though. Imagine loving your friends. Imagine giving a shit about anyone other than yourself.
I can't imagine that. I'm imagining that right now. I've stopped imagining it. Nothing changed. Help me.
Oh no! You're cringe. It's
I'm
official.
cringe.
The rumor does come out.
I think that basically anything that's been called cringe is ultimately not cringe, with one exception. And it's that
Nazism?
one. Good point. I wasn't thinking about it. You make a good point. You make a valid point. I was gonna say, that NFT cartoon.
What?
Have you seen that NFT cartoon?
No, I don't fuck with NFTs.
Yeah, I understand, but there was it is going on everywhere. You just don't have a internet. You don't have the internet?
No, I don't. We're using a landline to call each other right now.
Damn. I should have realized because of the landline. They were
NFT
using.
cartoon.
Don't look it up. It's just not worth it.
The Red Ape Family. It's 21:30. Humans fucked up, and a family of bored apes have had enough. This looks terrible.
It is terrible.
They're ripping off the Matrix blatantly. This one
How?
has a red eye and a blue eye.
I don't know if that's ripping off the Matrix.
They're also in a dilapidated building.
So that's the Matrix now?
Yeah, that's what the Matrix is. A dilapidated building.
Damn. I didn't know that was all it was.
I mean, yeah.
Well, all I know is one thing, and it's that cartoon took years off of my life.
You want to know something that puts years back on your life?
What?
Our Flag Means Death. It's a brilliant show.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah. I finished watching it yesterday or the day before.
Taika Waititi is the only reason I will ever care about anything Marvel.
A lot of people don't like his movies and stuff.
They're wrong, I guess.
They are. They are very wrong. Damn. I'm all out of ginger beer. And I don't have any more in the kitchen.
Damn. You drank your last?
Drank my last.
The one ginger beer that I really had, that I really, really liked. Well, that's not true. I like all ginger beer. But, there's one that I had that was so good that I just think of every time ginger beer comes up. And it was this, ginger beer with, they had ginger beer with, it was, spicy. And it was, peach.
Oh.
And I do actually mean spicy. I don't mean oh, it was ginger beer and this is spicy.
Oh, you mean like hot spicy?
I mean hot spicy. I don't mean
Eat.
fake spicy.
Well,
Wait, maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe that was just peach soda that was spicy.
I don't like peach. I hate
You
it.
don't like peach?
I hate peach.
I did a
Hey,
fruit tier list recently.
that
Do you
is-
want to see my results?
Sure. I'll do my own fruit tier list. if
I'll send you the link.
I don't hate peach. I just don't like peach.
You just don't like peach?
I love me a nectarine.
Nectarines are pretty good. They're that different from you for peaches?
Well, it's just I don't know. I think it's because I've had more bad peaches than I have nectarines.
I'm shocked.
I think it's just because when you're in school and they're giving you those little cups of fruit and syrup so viscous that you could fucking mummify someone in it.
I guess. I don't know. I think you just are a little bit wrong on this one. A nice peach is just outstanding. You're right that sometimes you'll get a little bit of a mealy peach. But, you know, that's the risk you take. Here's my fruit tier list. I'm shocked it has avocado on here and not tomato, but
Okay, let's send
I'll send you the
me,
link.
and I'll do it live.
well, take a gander at my tier list.
Well, I don't
and
know
also
what
some
your
of the-
tier list until after I do mine, so that I'm not biased.
You're just not even gonna look at it. There's one tier for I've never had.
I
this, and
accidentally
some of
opened it
that
on
tier-
Ball's email. Oh well. Let's see.
One of the things that I did is that some of the things I have under the I've never had this tier are listed there because I have had them. I just like can't remember them enough to think about what they taste like.
Right here, let me share my
Yeah, I'm
fruit tier
viewing.
list experience with you. So let's start with green apple. I'm assuming this is a Granny Smith in this case.
Well, it's just green apples in general. There's lots of green apples.
Well, if we're going for green apples in general, I've never really had more than a Granny Smith. I like
Well,
me
you
a
can
Granny
base
Smith.
it off of a Granny Smith.
I like me a Granny Smith. So I think I'll put that in B.
I mean,
generally.
B? You like a Granny Smith and it goes to B? That's a
Well,
rough
it's-
grade.
Look,
Damn.
it's not an A.
You hate apples. Okay, put your red apple on the list.
My red apple. I'm gonna base this one off of like a Honey Crisp. Honey Crisp.
Nice
is a
Honey
nice
Crisp.
sweet
Everyone loves a Honey Crisp.
crisp apple. That goes in A for sure.
A? Not even an S?
No, because there's shit on here that's so much better than that.
Okay.
So for apricot, never had.
You've never had an apricot?
No,
You're
not
insane.
even an apricot preserve or jam or jelly.
I'm shocked.
Avocado goes in B. It's good, but it needs other things.
I think you're wrong. Raw, just straight avocado, a little bit of salt. Excellent.
Like the most raw avocado I'll eat is in plain yogurt.
That sounds...
It's a good additive to plain yogurt.
I would never consider that. I don't know. I love avocado. It's good in anything. You can put it in a nice quesadilla. You can put it in your
Yeah,
taco.
but like it's an
You can put it
additive.
in-
It's like it's an additive.
I see what you mean. It is weird and out of place in this tier list and doesn't really fit in with the rest of them.
Yeah.
Where are you putting a banana?
Banana is for B.
Oh,
It's-
rough going for a banana.
Bananas are great. I love bananas.
I love a banana too.
I'm just not sure that they go in A for me.
I think easy goes in A. at
because like
least.
B is not bad. B is good. B's above average.
I agree. My B is like some nice stuff.
You want to know what blackberry though? Blackberry. That's like high A tier.
Damn. I like a blackberry, but that's only like a B for me.
I've never had blackcurrant.
Yep.
You're gonna hate me for this one.
D tier blueberry. Well,
I would put it
I
lower
actually
if
don't
I
hate
could.
this. I really love the level. Like a D tier for blueberries is just like a level of passion. You know.
I would put it lower
got
if I
fervor.
could.
I like it actually because blueberries they get like mushy sometimes and some of them are sour. I love a good blueberry.
I've
They're
never
a B
had a
tier
good
for
blueberry.
me.
Even a
Better than-
solid, decent blueberry is. I've never had a good one.
Okay, maybe this is a you problem. There's good blueberries out there. I promise you.
Well, like they were good ones. I just didn't like them. It wasn't good to me.
I promise you that you must have been wrong. Because a good blueberry will knock you off your feet. Maybe not quite, but like, it'll be good. Okay, put cantaloupe on that.
Yeah, let's get back. This is another ball fruit. This fruit's a ball.
This is a ball fruit.
You wanna know where
which means
cantaloupe goes?
Easy B for
S
ball
tier.
tier. S tier?
Cantaloupe.
Damn.
You know what? And since we're on it, honeydew.
Same tier. I've seen people put cantaloupe and honeydew in very different tiers.
I love them both so much. They make me feel good inside.
They're B tiers for me. They're like
They make me feel
but
good
they're just
outside. They
not
make me
as
feel good on every side.
Okay.
Coconut.
Yep.
You'd think I'd put it in B, but it's actually an A.
Really? That's way higher than I have C for coconut. Because it's just like, if you're talking about, you're complaining about avocado needing other things, like, you can't eat a coconut. The coconut water is the most disgusting thing ever created.
Are you talking like water, like coconut that
I'm
is
not
made
talking
into
about
water,
coconut
or
milk.
like
I'm talking about
straight out the
coconut water.
coconut? Well,
Not
no,
straight
because there's
out
like straight out the coconut is coconut water.
coconut milk.
No, it's
No,
not.
it is
Coconut milk is when you take the pulp of a coconut and then you turn it into a milk like an almond.
I mean whatever it is they sell in those like juice
Coconut
boxy things.
juice.
There's like coconut water. No, they definitely call it coconut water.
Well,
on
yeah, but
those
that's
juice
because that's the
boxes.
water from inside the coconut.
Well, that's disgusting. That's actually
know.
like a blight on humanity.
Liquid straight out the coconut is good.
I don't know what the difference is between that and what they serve in those juice boxes. All I know
I
is one
don't
time I was
either,
walking
I've
down the
never had it.
street having a pleasant time, and someone gave me a juice box, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm drinking a juice box right now. And I was like, it's coconut. You know, I'm not like I like coconut on things. Like coconut can like elevate the right dessert, you know.
Mm.
But then you have a little sip of this, and it's like it tastes like piss. Tastes a little bit like piss. Tastes too much like piss for me. I don't really
That's-
want to be drinking piss while I'm walking down the street.
Fair.
Okay, put cherry on the list. Cherry, strong fruit. This one, everyone likes a good cherry. Actually, one of my friends said cherry pretty low, like C tier or something, because of it being hard to eat, which I think is just cowardice. You're just a coward if you think that.
I'm gonna put it in C tier because I've not had a good, like, great cherry. Like, I've had
What?
decent cherries, but I've never had a good, great cherry.
Do you just have shitty produce? I don't know what's going
Well,
on with your list.
That or it's just my personal taste.
I guess. I love a good cherry. I love getting to spit a cherry. Seeing how far you can spit a cherry. It's just so much fun.
You're making me want to put it in D tier.
What? For what
I'm gonna
reason?
keep it. I'm reminding me it's a stone fruit.
I love a good stone fruit.
It's too small to be a stone fruit.
No, you're wrong. Okay, cranberry.
Where did you put cranberry?
I put cranberry in A tier. D tier? You've never been to a cranberry bog and it shows. It shows. You've never had dates. You've never had dragon fruit. You've never had durian. Dragon fruit and durian makes sense. Figs? A little shocked by figs. Gooseberries, fine. Figs and
This
dates
next one I have to think about.
are not good fruits to me. I put both of those in D tier, but I think you could have had them. I used to really
I mean,
like
I've had
figs.
like fig in the form of fig Newtons, and they're fine.
That's fair. I respect not ranking them just on the fig Newton status.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, my mom brought me some sustenance.
Cool.
In the form of cheddar broccoli noodles.
A fig and a date, I think, could be done well, but they're D tier just because, I don't know. If you're willing to put cranberry in D tier, what do you think about cranberry juice? Give me a moment before you put down grapefruit. Oh my fucking god, you're killing me with these.
I've never had cranberry juice.
You've never had cranberry juice? Okay,
And if
cranberry
I have,
juice is
it's
my
been
shit.
heavily flavored by like other juice.
I love a good. At my I was living in in the dorms at university last year, and like I went into the like dining hall to get my meals, and you'd get like a soda there, but I would just get the fucking cranberry juice. But they only had the soda cups, so I got a full fucking soda cup full of cranberry juice. Which, if anyone's had cranberry juice, they'll know like cranberry juice is good, but like
Isn't it also
it's a lot.
diuretic?
What? Is it
Or
also
maybe I'm
what?
just thinking of a diuretic.
You think about like plums or something?
Well, I mean, I've heard it's good for like when you've got a UTI or something, so I might just be thinking about that.
Huh. I don't know if they are,
Yeah, that's fair.
but
I think we should
I would
move on
eat.
from
I would have so
cranberry.
much cranberry juice. You've never been
Cranberry's old
to
news. We should
a
move on
cranberry
from
bog.
cranberry.
It is a diuretic, apparently. I drink so much cranberry juice. It's shocking, and it's good. Grapefruit in D tier is a criminal offense.
Grapefruit is just too bitter.
You're just wrong. Grapefruit's excellent, and you're just a coward. Grapefruit is excellent in things. It's excellent. You can have that raw. You can just crack one open, like
I
cut it in half,
cannot. I
put some
cannot.
sugar in there, just like scoop it out. You get to use the fun grapefruit spoons. Have you ever seen one of the grapefruit spoons?
I have.
Those are awesome. You're a coward.
Red grapes.
Yep. Red grapes in S tier. I respect that. White
White
grapes
grapes in A
low A tier.
Well, like mid-A tier.
I personally like the fact that you put white grapes below red grapes.
Yeah,
I'm
I
with
just-
you there.
They have too much in the form of like tannins.
But they're not
They
that far
dry you
apart.
out too much. They dry me out too much.
They're much closer for me. I do like a high grapes though. I put both of my grapes in A, and I think that your
S
S
tier
and A.
and A tier are not ordered.
I respect your placement of the grapes. I think they should be closer, but like
And D tier
individually,
is
I
also
respect
not
them.
ordered. So,
Alright.
so B and C are the only two that are ordered.
Kiwi, love to see where
Kiwi.
you put a kiwi.
I'm not sure if I can put it in S tier.
You can put a kiwi in S tier.
I'm gonna at least put it in a high A. I might put it in S
I
tier.
respect that. I respect someone who can know how much they like a kiwi. I love a kiwi. I eat kiwis with the skin on for the speed.
That sounds terrible.
No, you're wrong. I
I'd be
mean,
like taking a
admittedly-
bite out of a fucking the
so
back
okay,
of a
some of them
fucking
are just too
lumberjack.
like thick-skinned, and you need to realize that when you cut off the ends, because you will also cut off the ends. You don't want the like ends when you eat them, but the skin is good for you, and also it's not that. It's if it's thin-skinned enough, it'll be like pleasant.
Alright. Lemon and lime are going to
Yep.
go in the same tier.
Yep, I agree with you there. I'm all for put them in the same tier.
They will go in B tier.
I like a nice B for lemon and lime, exactly where I put them.
But I'll put them like above avocado.
You got the order the same way I do for lemon and lime. Like I couldn't eat a lime.
Lemon
Or
and
on
lime
its
are
own.
like they're tied, but lemon is slightly better because you could just eat a lemon.
You could just eat a lemon.
lime.
You probably don't want to eat just a lime.
Never had lychee.
Lychee. Mostly have it's in drinks and stuff.
Mm.
Mango. Love to see where you put mango.
Bonk. Bonk.
S tier? You're a buffoon. That's a C tier fruit for me.
Mango is so good.
I hate mango. Okay, admittedly, I understand why people might like mango, but it's like it's too soft and it's too sweet in like the wrong way for me. Just not my fruit.
My favorite thing to do is to like cut it in half around the stone, and then
Mhm.
just like fucking devour it out of the skin. Not even like score it. Just fucking go hog wild.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just not a mango person. Just never been all that mangoed up. I've never been mango pilled. You put a nectarine down.
I'll put it here.
B tier.
Above avocado.
I think that's a comfortable place for it. Oh, now you got orange, one of the giants of fruit.
A good orange is easily A tier.
Oh, that's top of my list. Highest place in S tier for me. Never had papaya, not even like dried papaya.
Not that I can think of. I might have had juice, but I can't remember.
Passion fruit, I understand not having. Got peach. Where are you putting peach?
C tier.
C tier?
Above cherry.
That far behind nectarine? I guess it's only like 3 behind it, but like
Well, you don't know the disparity between B and C.
I guess it's just like that's pretty low for peaches.
I don't
Peaches are
like
so
peaches that
good.
much.
I guess.
We just
I
talked about this.
we did just talk about this. Where are you putting pear?
Bottom of B.
Bottom of B. Well, right next to green apple, I think.
I was
that
thinking
you're-
about putting it top of C.
I'm comfortable. I like it where it is. I put a pear up at A. Persimmon?
Persimmon. Persimmon. What the fuck's a persimmon? It looks like a carrot. Never had. It looks
Pineapple.
fun.
Looks fun.
Pineapple.
Yeah.
Easily top A tier.
Top A tier. I'm with you there. Pineapple's just a very good one.
Oh, it's gotta go.
I see it. Where are you putting plum?
Plum.
Comfortable B. I think that's a comfortable
Comfortable.
place for a plum.
Yeah,
I
like
put
as long as
plum
it's
higher
not
for
too
me.
bitter.
I like a nice plum. Pomegranate.
Pomegranate. Never had it.
Never?
Never.
I'm a little shocked by that. I like a nice pomegranate. For me, I put it in A tier. You should have it sometime. There must be pomegranates at grocery stores near you.
I mean, maybe. I've gotten a starfruit at a grocery store, but I've never had it.
Mm-hmm. Pomelo? I'm assuming you haven't had that?
I haven't had a pomelo. It looks
Raspberry.
like a looks
This
like
is
a
where-
citrus fruit.
Raspberry is the linchpin of your tier list. If you put this in the wrong tier, I don't know. I don't know what it'll do.
Now I have had raspberries.
Yeah. You're hovering over
Bump.
D tier. B?
Low B.
You put it
low
in B?
Low B.
Low B? You're insane. You're the
I'm not
most
familiar
insane
enough.
person I've ever
Like
met.
I've had them, but they're like low B.
I guess that's the only way I'll accept it. Raspberry is an S tier. I did it with there were 3 other people who took the test. All of them put it S tier. That's an S tier fruit. I don't know what's going on with the raspberries you had. If they didn't leave an impression on you.
I'm just
Strawberry,
not
one of
as
the
familiar.
giants of fruit. Everyone loves a good strawberry.
Yeah, like fucking. I know I said I wasn't ordering A, but I am
You're
ordering
ordering
A.
it a little bit.
A good strawberry can be better than a kiwi, but I'm gonna put it under kiwi. I'm gonna put it under orange above coconut.
I find the only problem with strawberries is sometimes they're just like too watery, you know? It's just like only water. I'm just biting into water. And you know,
But like
sometimes
when
that's
you
fine
get a
in fruit.
good one, when you get a real good one, you can
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
they're
yeah.
good because they're slightly soft and they're really red.
Absolutely. Tangerine.
Ugh. Tangerine. Put that shit above orange.
I'm with you in the sense that put it right at orange. Just like really good choice. I love tangerines. I eat so many tangerines. Watermelon.
Pineapple's moving to S tier.
I like that choice.
So I'm just
Grape
gonna
and
take a
water.
minute to clear out the ones that I haven't had before.
Okay.
Custard apple, ground cherry, kumquat,
Yeah, no one's had a custard apple.
mulberry. I'd like to. It looks fun.
A custard apple?
Yeah.
I don't like a fruit being called custard anything. I'm good actually.
I'm trying to remember if I've had an Asian pear before.
Yeah.
I think I have, but I can't remember, so I'll put it in. I've never had this.
Yeah, I think that's fair. If you can't think of like how it tastes, they're very appley.
Now for watermelon, I don't want to put it in low B because it's not that good, but I don't want to put it in a high C because it's not that
Not
bad.
that good. Rough world for this watermelon.
Like I've had good watermelon, but on average, it tends not to be my favorite.
Really.
Yeah.
Your
Now
list is
guava,
just
I've
negative
only
in a
had
way.
in juice form,
Yeah.
but I'll still put it at a B.
It's good in juice.
Not a comfortable B, but like a B.
Blood orange.
I'm gonna do blood orange last.
Raisins. Raisins is weird on this list.
I
Raisins, I think will
given
tell you a lot about a
the
list.
right context.
Yeah. Like in
Low
trail
A.
mix or something. I'm
Well,
with
no,
you.
not even low A. Like if you just took a handful of raisins mixed with dark chocolate and salt that shit and shove that in your face.
Okay, that's trail mix though. You're making trail mix. You're reinventing
That's not trail
mix.
mix. That's just like That's like raisinets.
You've like reinvented trail mix. It's like the same idea.
It's just raisinets.
You're
But with
reinventing
dark salted
trail
chocolate.
mix. I don't know what to tell you. That's reinventing trail mix.
I'm gonna have to have my mom get some raisinets for me.
I am not a fan of raisinets. I'm
I like
cool with
Raisinets.
chocolate and raisins in my trail mix. But together, I don't know what about that, but together it's blood orange. Last one.
I'm above regular orange.
In A. It's a high go for blood orange. It's a nice tier list.
Now let's see what you did compared to what I did.
Mm-hmm. Take a gander at my tier list. Consider the tiers. Consider the lists.
S tier, we don't have any of the same in S tier.
Yeah, because you're a coward a little bit. Pineapple I've got on high A. It's close.
Let's see. You got green grape or white grapes and red grapes in A tier.
Yeah.
You
They're
got
both
so
A tier.
much in your A tier.
Yeah, I like
Watermelon in your
fruits.
A tier?
Easy. Easy watermelon in my A tier. Not even a challenge.
Grapefruit in your A tier?
Wait, what in my A tier?
Grapefruit.
Grapefruit. Oh, hell yeah. I love a grapefruit.
Cantaloupe and honeydew are only in B tier?
Cantaloupe and honeydew are good. They're just not nearly as good as all the other ones. Like
Fucking-
eating cranberries, oh. Eating some pear, oh. Cantaloupe and honeydew are excellent. It's just like they're a little bit like more situational, I guess. Like you're having that with brunch, you know? You're not just like snacking on that. Or maybe you are just snacking on that. You're having it at brunch or you're snacking on it, but it's not the same way as like with like a red apple. Titan in S tier, you know. I'm walking around carrying 3 or 4 red apples because I'm like eating them 2 at a time.
What kind of red apples though?
Normally I get galas.
Gala apples? I've never had a gala apple on its own that I can remember.
They're good. They're really the only good brand that gets sold at my local supermarket.
Brand
all-
of apples.
Yeah,
You mean type?
well like type, yeah. They also have like Empire apples, which are just not nearly as good.
Most
know.
of what's carried where I am is like Red Delicious for weird
Ugh.
old people.
Ugh. I used to love Red Delicious. I don't know how, but as a child, I was all about Red Delicious. And then I grew up a little bit, and I was like, this shit sucks. This shit's disgusting. And I was right, you know? I've never looked back. It's just water in apple form.
Yeah,
Like-
but it's like shitty dry water.
It's good if you wanted your apple to be, like, used in a commercial.
Sure, but like you can tell when it's a fucking Red Delicious. They have a distinctive
Yeah.
shape and they taste
Okay,
like
so the
garbage.
problem is that you're right. It's a good point because the thing is you could use it in a commercial, except everyone will recognize, oh, that's a Red Delicious,
and then
which
they'll
is
think
like
you're weird.
this is disgusting. But if you introduce someone to like the concept of apples and then showed them a Red Delicious, they'd be like, this is the most perfect looking apple I've ever seen.
That's not even true though.
It is true.
It's not true. They don't even look that good. They're fucking
They're
weird.
so red.
They
They're,
look like a
so
PS1
purely
model.
red.
They look like a PS1 model.
You're not right.
I am right. They look bad.
No, they're shiny. They've got the like deep.
I don't
red, you
want
know,
my
it's, like,
apple
dark.
to be that shiny.
No, I disagree. Red Delicious look kind of like the perfect apple.
If my apple is shiny, then that's because I don't eat it. If you can see the shine, that's because it's not been eaten. Because I don't want it.
You don't
it's
want
too shiny.
shine on your apple?
I don't want a Red Delicious.
Why are you saying you don't want a
Malachi?
Red Delicious? Like, okay, I'm just saying that obviously, if you look at Red Deliciouses now, you'll be like, this shit looks disgusting because you'll know it's a Red Delicious. But I'm saying if you didn't know that, you would think it's like a gorgeous looking apple. Like nowadays, my apple taste, I like an apple that's a little bit green and a little bit red, and maybe some yellow in there. You know, like a nice like blend of colors. It's just that like that's because of the fallout from Red Delicious existing. You know.
What's the deal with Golden Delicious?
I must have had some, but I haven't had some in a long time.
I have, but it's been a long time as well. Is it just like, is it like with the difference between red, orange, and yellow peppers? Where like it's just a maturity thing?
I don't think so. They don't have the same shape as Red Delicious.
I wouldn't know. I don't fucking look at Golden Delicious. I haven't heard of them since I was like school.
I'm looking at them right now, and I can tell you. That, wait, why would you say I wouldn't know? Like, I don't care if you wouldn't know. I'm telling you. That's the reason why I'm telling you. That's just like a non sequitur. That doesn't mean anything to say, oh, I wouldn't know. Like, yeah, that's why I'm giving you this information. And you got me to go along with that for a moment to justify why, like, I didn't care. Unbelievable.
That's great. Okay, yeah. So they're from County Clay, West Virginia.
Hmm.
That's weird. I never thought of anything as coming out of West Virginia except for coal and racism.
Damn.
And also, like, you know, there's some good people in West Virginia. That's where I get my hormones.
All you West Virginia listeners,
They also
We
gave
hate
the
you.
McElroys. If the McElboys are listening, then you're fine. You're fine. My grandma,
No.
she's fine. I like my grandma.
you gotta be strong about it. If
I'm
you are
being
from West
selective.
Virginia,
I'm saying that the McElboys and my grandma are fine, as well as
I'm
my
saying-
doctor.
I'm saying something different. If you're from West Virginia, what the hell? You ever have a nice Fuji apple?
I think I have. It wasn't remarkable enough to stay in my mind.
I don't remember who it was, but someone in my family, their favorite apple is Pink Ladies, which are also an excellent apple.
They're good for baking, though. They're good baking apples.
They're good for also just eating right into your mouth.
My favorite apples to use for making cider are Granny Smith and Honeycrisp.
Never made cider in my life.
You're missing out. It's a great time. It makes the house smell good.
Well, I do like cider.
You get to use your big stock pot.
I don't have a big stock pot.
You need a big stock pot. Get yourself a stock pot. Make some cider this fall. I might actually try to get my mom to take me to an apple orchard
Oh, I love going to an apple orchard. Holy
to
fuck.
get some apples
Holy shit, I love being
For,
in an apple orchard.
for my cider.
I love getting going to an apple orchard. To all you viewers out there, in this witness episode, I want to tell you one thing. Go to an apple orchard. You love to be in an apple orchard.
I've never been.
You've never been? You're missing
No.
out. I love being in an apple orchard. You walk around, you eat some apples, you pick some apples, you buy some apples, and you know what? The apple tastes better when you eat it right off the tree.
Hey, there's an apple orchard not too far from me.
I highly suggest it. I love going to an apple orchard.
20 miles.
I've only done it like once or twice, and both times just so good. I was like a kid too, and I was like all about running around this apple orchard, looking at all the lines of here are the like Macintoshes, here are the other ones. Just such a it's pretty. You're getting to walk around outside. You love walking around outside. So good.
Mhm. I might have to see about going there sometime to get some apples.
Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Could not recommend it enough, in fact.
Well, on that fruit discourse,
Hmm. Yeah, well, as we're wrapping this episode up, you at home want to send us some pictures of maybe some ball-shaped fruits. Maybe you're thinking, I've got some ball-shaped fruits in my pantry, and maybe these fine hosts would love to see them. Well, you're in luck, because we have an email, ballpod.show@gmail.com. Send us an email. Show us your ball-shaped fruits. Show us your balls.
show us
Is that-
your balls.
Yeah,
You're fighting
sure.
those fucking weird living boulder dudes, or those weird flesh mound. They're not actually flesh; they're like marble dudes that are balls in Elden Ring.
I don't know what guys you're
Show
talking
stuff.
about at all.
The ones that shoot magic at you.
Have you experienced the Dean yet?
I don't know.
The Dean is the big ball that rolls.
It's just the ball. I asked if that's what that was.
Yeah, I did kind of change the topic. If you
Yeah, I killed the Dean.
of Raya Lucuria, aka
killed the
that
Dean.
big ball trap, send us an image. At
I asked you if that's what that was.
ballpod.show@gmail.com.
I asked you as a joke. It wasn't supposed to be true.
Send us an email at ballpod.show@gmail.com. One more time, that's ballpod.show@gmail.com.
All right, whatever.
Maybe you should send me an email at ballpod.show@gmail.com complaining about the Dean.
I'll send you an email. I'll send you an email. All right.
Yeah?
You check
Yeah.
that email. You check that email after we record.
I'm checking.
Check
I'll
that
look.
email.
I'll look.
Yeah. Keep checking it. Keep checking it.
I'm checking. Oh, right now?
Right now, we're doing this live.
We're doing it live?
I'm gonna send you an email live.
You're sending me an email at ballpod.show?
Yeah, I'm sending you an email.
Are you doing this to show our viewers how simple it is to send an email to ballpod.show and have it be witnessed?
Sending a message right now to ballpod.show@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm,
Making sure I spelled it right because I did.
You know, a new draft has showed up, it appears.
Shh. I could use my personal email. That'd be weird.
I'm looking. There's only so much time I can spend looking. There's only so much time I can.
Okay.
Phil,
Okay.
so much
I'm
air I
sending
can
the email
fill.
now. That took 30 seconds.
That was so rude. Here at ballpod.show, we do not condone saying the fuck word like was just said to me via my own email address.
If you write us a formal email and I see it, I'll delete it. Make that shit casual.
send us,
We're not a business.
okay, if you send a formal email and it's deleted, I'll dig into the trash to see it. Don't worry about that. So send an email as formal as you'd like. If you want to put a long name in there, go right ahead. If you want to give yourself titles you don't actually have, I'm not the police. I can't check.
I am the name police, though.
Good.
If you have a bad name, I'll call you out.
Don't worry. I would never call you out for that.
We'll do a special mini episode once we start getting emails where I call out people for having weird names.
I will make sure to record this episode and then delete it just like your emails were deleted in remembrance of you. So don't worry about it. Send us weird names. Send bad names if you like. Send me a shitty name. Send me, I'm Lord James. And nothing else. Send me that name and you'll get roasted, but no one will ever know. You know?
We'll
Anyways.
print it out and then burn it. Just that's how roasted you'll be.
Anyways, thanks for listening to this episode of Ball Pod, the only ball cast, the only show about shows your balls.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.